In this video, we're going to be talking about all the discounts of the Black Friday sale. So sit back, relax and get ready. And now on to the discounts, and starting off at 70% off, and we have the Terabyte. This vehicle is usually $1.3 million. Now you can get it for $412,000. And yes, I would definitely recommend you guys to pick this one up because it is actually quite a sick vehicle. A little bit off the vehicle topic, but we also have 50% off on the casino store merch. So yeah, clothes and whatnot. Anyways, back to the vehicle discounts, and at 50% off, we have the BR8. It's usually $3.4 million. Now you can get it for $1.7 million. It is the fastest car in the game for racing, and yeah, if you are a racer, I recommend you guys to pick it up, otherwise don't. Anyways, moving on, again at 50% off, we have the Luxa. It's usually $1.6 million. Now you can get it for $812,000. And again at 50% off, and we all saw this coming, we have the Luxa Deluxe. It's usually worth a freaking $10 billion, and now it's worth $5 million, which is honestly still a lot for a free plane that you can just steal off at any random airport. So do not get this or the Luxa. And now moving on, and again at 50% off, we have the Swift helicopter. It's usually worth $1.5 million. Now you can get it for $750,000. And yeah guys, I don't think so this is really necessary. You don't really need it, so I would not recommend it at all. And I don't want to say I told you so, but again, look at it guys, 50% off on the Swift Deluxe. It's just a repetition at this point, right? So anyways, this is usually $5.1 million. Now you can get it for $2.5 million. Again, another waste of money. So yeah, do not get it. Next up, again at 50% off, we have the Ruiner 2000. It's usually $3.7 million. Now you can get it for $1.8 million. A pretty good car, but by today's standards, there are a lot of better cars out there, like for example the Toreador or the Torador. So yeah, skip out on this and go for the Torador instead. And now moving on to, well, you guessed it, 50% off, and again we have the Avenger on sale this week. It's usually $3.4 million. Now you can get it for $1.7 million. And yeah, this is actually a pretty good vehicle to get. So yeah, if you have the chance and you have the money, do try to get it because it's actually pretty good. Next up, at again 50% off, we have the Stromberg. It's usually worth $2.5 million, but now you can get it for $1.2 million. It's a pretty good car, but the Torador exists, so yeah, it's not really worth it. The Torador is better in each and every way. But for the price, if you really want one, you can definitely go for it. It's still a pretty decent car. And now moving on to another 50% off vehicle, and we have a Formula 1 car, and that is the BR4. It's usually worth $3.5 million. Now you can get it for $1.7 million. And like the case earlier, the BR8 exists, right? Why would you get this? So if you're planning to buy a Formula 1 car, just go for the BR8 instead, because it is the fastest car in the entire game for racing. But if you want it, I guess you can definitely go for both. And next up at 50% off again, we have the TM02 Kanjali. It's usually worth $3.8 million. Now you can get it for $1.9 million. And this is one of those vehicles which I would recommend buying, especially if you love PvP. And next up, now moving on to 40% off, and we have the Super Yacht on sale this week. I don't really know how much it's gonna be worth because it really depends on the color as well as the trim that you get and the type of yacht that you get. So anyways, the yacht is not really worth it because it's too expensive for what it basically does, and that is nothing. So yes, do skip on this one unless you're really rich and you really want one. And now moving on to the few last discounts, and at 25% off, we have the F-160 Raiju. It's usually worth $6.8 million. Now you can get it for $5.1 million. And yes, this is definitely a must buy if you love PvP and you just love flying and you just want the best fighter jet in the entire game. Anyways, moving on to the last 25% and the last vehicle discount of the day, and that is the laser. We have a discount on the laser. It's usually worth $6.5 million. Now you can get it for $4.8 million. Honestly, because the Raiju's there, I would just tell you guys to just skip this and go for the Raiju instead. But if you really like the laser, you can still get it. It is still a pretty good fighter jet overall. I mean, not the best anymore, but it'll still get the job done. And finally, we are done with all the discounts, and yeah, pretty good. I am a bit shocked though that the Oppressor Mark II is not on discount this year. And well guys, with that we wrap up our Black Friday sale video. I hope you liked the video. Those are all the vehicles on discount, and if you want any of those vehicles, I hope that you do get a chance to pick them up this week. So yeah, with that, I hope you subscribe to the channel and also like and comment down in the comment section. And with that, I'll see you guys next time.